everybody. Lady Steam here.
And Professor Steam here.
Welcome to another episode of Gear Up with Steamy Tech. We thought we'd take today to tell you a little bit of a story. So, I have a question for the professor as we get started.
Yes.
The question is, do you ever feel like we've been making Nautilus gears forever?
Longer than ever.
Longer than ever. Well, 2012, 2013?
It's been a while.
It's
really been a while,
hasn't
yes.
it? It's one of our favorite things, and it was really a fun story. So I thought we'd tell people the story today on Gear Up with Steamy Tech.
Sounds great.
When we got started, our second product, I think, was the Nautilus. And it's all Golden Gear's fault. You'll give you a hashtag for them in a bit, but you should definitely follow what Alana and Dennis at Golden Gear are doing, right? They're really cool people. And we had been playing with a laser, and we'd built a cute little pin.
Back in our tech shop days.
Yes, tech shop. Go tech shop. And we found online a really neat pattern for these Nautilus gears. They're really a beautiful gear. So we found this pattern, but what we discovered it was designed mathematically, and what we discovered when we laser cut it was there was just no accounting for the kerf at all. So,
and for those that don't know, kerf is the thickness of the cut of the laser. So the laser is actually burning away some wood, and that thickness is called the kerf.
And so every time we cut it on the laser, it wasn't super smooth. And the other thing we discovered is that these gears are really fragile. If you look at the teeth of them, you'll see how thin those lines are on these gears. And they're very, very fragile when they're made out of wood.
We would lose lots of them, and they'd get broken all the time.
And we knew that if we were just to give somebody something with the flat gears, it would never work. And we like steampunk just a little bit. And so we thought we'd make a dirty, sea-looking, worthy
Got
pin.
the rivets going.
So we designed it with the extra layers to support the gear and to give us a nice, strong drive gear. One of the things we learned from this project was all about drive gears and how to make it really easy to spin things.
Yeah, the part that stands out in my mind is sitting at tech shop, going gear after gear, reshaping the teeth in CorelDRAW by hand, redesigning how all those gears had to mesh together to make it work right, and we wound up with a giant mountain of bad gears that we did not like. Something kind of like this. Although you guys can't really see this, but there is a huge mountain of gears now on the table. It's raining Nautilus.
And falling off the table.
Yeah, well,
We're gonna have to
whatever.
go pick
That
them all
is
up.
fine.
Those are all here, by the way, to get ready for Maker Faire and the summer set of shows for Nautilus pins. But the rest of the story is, so we designed these, and we were using patina paints on them. So you actually use a metal-based paint.
Really?
You're the one who knows all this.
Yes.
You use a metal-based paint, and then you add a rusting agent to it, and so it actually makes these look like crispy, crunchy.
And the beautiful thing was that since you're doing this organically and it actually is rusting the paint, they all look different, so they were all a little bit unique, which was kind of fun.
It was kind of fun. And then a year or so later, we did a workshop with Nautilus and let people make and decorate their own. And we realized how much fun people had making things. And they really wanted to make some of their own. So we started doing kits. And you can still get kits for Nautilus from SteamyTech.com today if you want them. Finally, about 4 weeks ago, we were almost out of Nautilus. We build them all the time.
Continually trying to replenish the stock. So once
the stock gets low, and then we got to rebuild it. But we realized that every time we did a show, in fact, you can almost, this one's going to die if we're not careful. Every time we did a show, somebody would play with the gears and they would break them. Because if you get them out of alignment, they'll break. So they would break these little teeth, or people would break them in their bags. And it's always sad when somebody loses something. So we just regenerated the teeth, actually, on them. Made the teeth much bigger. And a little bit stronger, so it's a little more. It's not as delicate looking, but I think it's actually kind of cool.
it's a little bit chunkier. It looks a little bit more interesting. It's a little bit easier to actually tell what it is. Sometimes the little internals of the Nautilus got so very, very thin that they didn't really show up very well.
And the other thing that's interesting about the Nautilus is it's one of the pieces that we did very first as a motorized piece.
It's true. It's true. We actually have one of our display boxes here. And I can turn it on. You can actually watch it go. You can see how the gear actually speeds up and slows down as it turns. It's quite mesmerizing.
It's one of the things I like about the Nautilus motorized. You can get them as a kit, or you can get them in a display box.
Yeah, we sell these pre-made as a display box.
The thing that's neat is this one is a fixed speed because it's the motor. So the other one is going very slow.
I can cover
and
that
very
up.
fast.
You can actually watch it speed up and slow down, which is kind of interesting.
So we're all set. We're gearing up. Steamy Tech is gearing up for Maker Faire, and
It's going to be a
had
lot of fun.
all kinds of Nautilus pieces cut, and we thought it would be fun to build the pile of Nautilus and make it rain Nautilus for you today, and show you what happens when we get into trouble getting ready for shows and with all of the fun coming up at Maker Faire.
And we'll be back later with some more fun things to talk to you guys about. Have a geary day.